Also, our attorneys, they work together to get this together. Lisa and Mr. Zeke Fletcher, they did a lot of hard work on this. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Chairman, I guess, did you have questions?
Yes, thank you, Gary, first of all, for taking the lead here. He's a veteran, so I felt giving the floor to him was appropriate, and also he's a better speaker than I am. I'm Sterling Cosper, editor of the Muscogee Nation News. I'd like to speak to the board concern personally, because we had looked at that. You guys have seen me at a lot of council meetings, and I've been dissecting a lot of the legislation, and of course, I took a great interest in this one particularly. One suggestion we had is possibly looking at us, look at the third member and put them up for the nomination process. I think one of the concerns I had with one being appointed by the executive and legislative branch is if those two can't agree on a third member. Or possibly look at expanding it, like Gary said, to solve that issue. I do have some talking points in support of this, although it seems as though it's got a lot of support here. It has been said that we are not censored, but I have to say that logically, to me, where we sit in the organizational chart is going to inherently influence how we approach our reporting. I also need to leave with this. I've respected the process up till now. I know that some of this stuff takes a long time to change, and regardless of how this turns out, I'm going to respect it. Also, I understand. As he said, as far as having this in writing as a bill, that's going to eliminate a lot of speculation. You know, the citizens have a lot of concerns as to where this information is coming from, why it is reported the way it is, etc. If you get it in writing and get it in legislation, that's going to eliminate that concern. We're all aware of a lot of gossip outlets out there and places where people say things but don't attach their names to it. I can tell you, everyone on our staff, we're going to put our names behind everything we say, and we're also going to find the right sources to back it up. I know when I'm not qualified to write about something, if it's cultural, I might give it out to someone else on our staff who's more appropriate to handle that. Also, we don't do things on hearsay. When it comes to the harder news, we need documentation, and I want you guys to know that. Also, if the press has been called before the state, and I take that with great responsibility, that means that we are going to be asking all you guys equally about how you vote and how you approach things, and that's only fair. But I want to let you know that up front. Also, you guys had established one fire holding company, basically on the mentality that business and government don't mix. I feel the same way about the press for a lot of reasons. Probably finally, this is an exercise in sovereignty to me. There's a lot of concerns, as you've heard and I've heard, about the outside media reporting on our business. Why am I not hearing it in my tribal newspaper? It's my strongly held conviction that we should be the ones reporting on our stuff first, because we're the most qualified to do it, and it shows the outside world that we are sovereign. It's an exercise in that, and I feel like we're the most qualified crew to do it. No one's here more than us watching the legislative process, trying to learn it day after day than us. And I've seen a lot of deficiencies in the outside reporting, and I think we can clean them up. So thank you for giving us the floor with it.
Anyone else?